Welcome to Guthrie Reviews Podcast.
We had an election that was stolen from us.
Some of the biggest peddlers of the conspiracy theory that Trump didn't lose the election, including the president himself, have been purged from major social media platforms like Facebook and Twitter since last week's insurrection.
The president's Twitter account has been suspended.
But they and their followers have been finding new homes online. Platforms like Parler and messaging app Telegram that have few rules and where hate and misinformation fester.
I'm moving from Twitter to Parler. I'm moving to Parler. I'm moving to Parler. I have a Parler account.
When people push disinformation or conspiracy theories, those conspiracy theories are just further reinforced. There's no counter rebuttal like there might be on Facebook or Twitter, where you have fact checkers and people who have different views that offers a civic debate.
Weeks ago, we spoke to Parler users who explained why they preferred it.
What is something you could say on Parler that you wouldn't be able to say on Facebook?
That the coronavirus is not as deadly as everybody says it is.
And you could literally post that on Twitter and get in Twitter jail for that.
But you could post it on Parler?
Yes.
No problem.
Financially backed by prominent conservative donor Rebecca Mercer, Parler is a social media app with an interface similar to Twitter. It was increasingly popular and reached #1 on the Apple Store for a time before being taken offline overnight Sunday after Amazon, which hosted the site, pulled support for it. Parler is suing the tech giant in a bid to get back up and running. But Parler did at least remove this post from Trump supporter attorney Lynn Wood, which seemed to call for Vice President Mike Pence to be executed by firing squad. The Wood later told CNN he made no threat and believes in the rule of law. The controversial far-right group The Proud Boys is urging followers to welcome new users to the Telegram app, where its channel has seen a surge in new followers over the past few days. We found this post on a Telegram channel summing up the potential influx of users. Parler being shut down has sent tens of thousands or more of people to Telegram.
Nancy Pelosi accuses the DC rioters of choosing their, quote, whiteness over democracy. In this video, we're going to take a look at the speaker's latest attempt to racialize these protests, how she's not alone in inserting race in the middle of an already volatile and divisive situation. And we're going to look precisely at why so many are turning to racialized sentiments, particularly in the Democrat Party. You are not going to want to miss this. Greetings, everyone. Dr. Steve here with you. Wonderful to be with you. As always, we believe the worldwide populist revolt has just begun, and we're here to give you conservative hope in the midst of turbulent and trying times. So if you haven't already done so, you know what to do. Make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button. We'd love to have you as a regular part of this channel, where each and every single day we analyze often distressing current events, but now in light of hopeful conservative trends so that you can think better and feel better. Before we dive in here, let's give a huge shout out to the sponsor of this video.
Trial by combat. Stand up and fight. Stand up and hold your representatives accountable.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol because you'll never take back our country with weakness. You have to show strength.
With those orders, the crowd of economically anxious insurrectionists advanced on the Capitol. So we've been following this protest, and we headed to the Capitol, and the Trump supporters just broke through the gates, and they're now heading into the Capitol right now. People are getting waved up towards the Capitol. Take it back. I'm hearing people saying, let's go, keep going. Who are you with?
The American people.
The American people. Are you military?
Not answering that.
So you're not military?
No.
To be clear, the brutality the American people watched with shock and disbelief on the 6th will not be tolerated by the FBI. The men and women of the FBI will leave no stone unturned in this investigation. Since these events, the FBI has worked hand in hand with the United States Attorney's Office and our law enforcement partners here in D.C. and across the country to arrest and charge multiple individuals who took part in the destruction. In 6 days, we have opened over 160 case files, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. The significance of this investigation is not lost on us. This is a 24/7, full-bore, extensive...
Hey, I tell you what I'm going to give you, snakes. I'm gonna give you to the count of 10 to get your ugly, yellow, no-good keister off my property before I pump your guts full of lead.
All right, Johnny, I'm sorry. I'm going.
1, 2, 10. Keep the change, you filthy animal.